What up, Phantom Gas Port Dash to Mary Lee? It's 2:32 p.m. in my city, Chicago. Tweaking Tuesday, just turned 2:33. September 23rd, 2025. 100% on my phone. Okay, Mary McNamara, I wanted to upload this video that I did on this phone, but it's still, trying to upload since about 5 this morning or whatever. So this one to go through. I was basically saying, why I am a contribution to society and why they haven't acknowledged my influence and the people I help to make billionaires. I was given a list pretty much, and at the end of the video, I like to pull the balls to see, what's going on, right? And I pulled the 9 and the 11 at the end of the video. That was 8 minutes and 28 seconds. And they always add an extra second, so it would have been 8:29 once the video was uploaded. But I haven't been able to upload it because every time the police get caught, they start if it affects them, they sabotage my stuff. Long story short, coming from behind, that would have been 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. And I always say, I kept it 100. So, I don't know when the video is going to be uploaded that I did on this phone, which is, the real one, so it might be a day or two, but, it's slow motion. So I'm just going to give another account on this phone and, upload it, to my Facebook or whatever, I guess, you know what I'm saying, from this phone. So basically all I was saying was, I'm an originator rapper since the age of 8, 1975. Haven't got nothing for it, right? Real talk. I made Oprah Winfrey a billionaire over 3 times. This is my contribution to the world that I didn't get credit for or acknowledged. Made Jordan a billionaire by wearing his, name, shoes, you understand what I'm saying? And made Barack Obama the so-called first black president. And all of them had to migrate to my city, Chicago, in order to be somebody. But when it was time for me to be somebody, you understand what I'm saying, and them to stand up for me, they didn't want to do it. Long story short, let's see, the reason why AA flourished like it did, Alcoholics Anonymous, because of my dope rap that I came up with and me being a member of Alcoholics Anonymous for almost 30 years. My sobriety is on Christmas 12/25 of 1997. Let's see. I had, it was just flowing before, but let me see what else. This hat on my head I made popular, and by Tupac wearing it, you understand? But I came up with the style, and then of course they brought it back, didn't get paid for that. Let's see. Madam C.J. Walker, you understand, the so-called first black female millionaire or whatever for hair products, which she was not. It was another person, my color, but she didn't get the recognition or whatever, but they gave it to Madam C.J. Walker. And in her book, you can Google it, she allegedly died on my birthday, May 25th. And she said before she, passed away or whatever the case was, that she wanted to free her people, which is, her black people. Of course, I freed them with social media. This phone was not popular until I posted my first ever YouTube video, Mary Mac versus the Fat Black Oprah Winfrey. Real talk. Using a YouTube camera that I saw watching the Oprah Winfrey show. Imagine, we beefing, but I still had to watch her in order to, you know what I'm saying? For real. So social media, you can thank me, for 5G and all that. You understand what I'm saying? Because I had been spoke on it. If you got my book, Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors, One Plus One Song, and you go to the short poems, I talked about, technology reaching its highest points, color, telephone, cars, whatever you want. Yeah. So, I help push the innovation for this technology. You understand? Meaning for it to go mainstream and in everybody's hands. It's the honest to God's truth. The most I've had at one time was $25,000, but everything in this room is priceless. Because if I was to die today and the world don't end, they would take it, and every sticker, every penny, they would auction off and stuff and try to come up. But I got this thing called prophecy. I can see the future. You understand? And if you look at the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark, the ending, you understand what I'm saying? They opened up the ark. The spirit was beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? And then it turned ugly. And guess who they killed? A bunch of police officers and stuff and high-powered cowards and stuff. So, when I pulled the 9 and 11, you understand what I'm saying? With the original video, I did that. It's not uploading on my other phone. I guess the police is feeling some kind of way because they don't want to take accountability for what they have done to me. And that is giving me cancer in 2016, having people beat me up, violate me, all kind of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? It's called karma. It's coming back around. Long story short, I've influenced a lot of people, real talk, and haven't got nothing but problems. Basically, they trying to provoke me to anger, but I don't care about that because this video gonna go through because I don't use this phone for real. So it ain't really stopping nothing. You know what I mean? But mighty funny when I talked about Lee Greenwood. You understand what I'm saying? He's a singer. He said, "God bless the USA." His signature song came out in 1984. Imagine that. The same year I gave Oprah Winfrey my child abuse rap at the age of 17 in 1984. You understand what I'm saying? And, Oakwood Cemetery is in my city, Chicago, is on 67th and Greenwood. And it has a piano in there. You understand what I'm saying? In the, where the graves are at, it's an actual piano. And I'll put it in the description of this video or whatever. I've done it before. And I was violated by somebody that was supposed to be my godfather. I was trying to learn how to play the piano, and he was violating me, so they mocking me with that. Got violated by 5 guys. They came up with 5 Guy restaurant, and they mocked me with that. So all they doing is, throwing what they did to me in my face, hoping, I get mad and they have a reason to kill me. So with that, it's a lot of stuff I have influenced and contributions I have done for my so-called, community and, people in general. But nobody ever gives nothing back. And even though they said Michael Jackson gave over $600 million, to charitable contributions or whatever and stuff, they still killed him. For what? His catalog. You understand what I'm saying? The music catalog. They greedy. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. So that's why I know, if something happened to me, I believe with all my heart and soul, the world will end. So with that, I just thought I'd do the video over just because. And, when I get some more juice for that other one, it'll be late, but I'll upload it and, you'll see why. The police are still hating and not taking accountability for their actions. It's the 3. Blood of Jesus. And this the 14. This is Christmas colors. This is 17. I gave Oprah Winfrey, like I said, my child abuse rap at the age of 17 and 19. 84. And my sobriety is on Christmas. And you got the 4 plus 1 plus 3, that's 8. And I'm the originator of rap since the age of 8, 1975. So, police, we're going to go 2 more. It's the 15. Ace is loaded. And this the 2. I need double for my troubles. That's 17 also. So, all I wanted was $2 million tax-free in 1995 when I put my voice to the sound of music on 3 cassette tapes front and back, and the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech. I even made his dream a reality by bringing everybody together with rap music and even negative stuff. You understand what I'm saying? You know, Chirac happened because of me. No, not because of me personally, because I didn't know, you know, Spike Lee hated me that much, and I didn't know Young and May was gonna come out with Chirac, but they needed somebody to take my spot or whatever, and they came up with her, you know. So even negative things, you know, they trying to tie me into, not my fault. You know, stimulus checks. If it wasn't for me, wouldn't have got no stimulus checks. Smoking weed, I don't smoke, drink, drug, or fornicate. You understand what I'm saying? And because I don't, they came out with dispensaries, weed dispensaries, knowing, you know, just to mock me, for real. So, you know, consider yourself lucky, I guess. With that, sometimes second time is best around. But yeah, $2 million tax free, and the rest could have went to charity, and that's reparations to you. They ain't wanna give it up. So they stealing everything, acting like they the boss, and acting like I'm the problem. Imagine that. Me, the one that helped them get what they got. The nerve of some people, right? All they opening up in my city, Chicago, is weed dispensaries, marijuana dispensaries, and Dunkin' Donuts. That's what they doing. Because the police, you know, they like drinking coffee and eating donuts and smoking weed and gang banging. Google it. You'll see it for yourself. Step your game up, police. Peace.